I was at first interested and somewhat amused, for it is wonderful how small a matter will interest and amuse a man when he is a prisoner. But my very feelings changed to repulsion and terror when I saw the whole man slowly emerge from the window and begin to crawl down the castle wall over the dreadful abyss, face down with his cloak spreading out around him like great wings. At first, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought it was some trick of the moonlight, some weird effect of the shadow, but I kept looking, and it could be no delusion. I saw the fingers and toes grasp the corners of the stones, worn clear of the mortar by the stress of years, and thus, using every projection and iniquity to move downwards with considerable speed, just as a lizard moves along the wall. What manner of man is this? What manner of creature? Is it the semblance of a man? I feel the dread of this horrible place overpowering me. I am in fear, in awful fear. There is no escape for me. I am encompassed about with terrors that I dare not think of. Bram Stoker wrote that in the 1800s, and it's fucking sick. Dracula scared the absolute shit out of those olden times people so bad that he indelibly marked the entire culture. I just googled how many vampire movies there are, and Google crashed. They sell a cereal, they make us horny, they teach our children to count. But how did this cannibalistic, womanizing nightmare become something socially acceptable to let your children dress as for Halloween? And more importantly, what does that have to do with horror RPGs and Doomsong? When those top-hatted gentlefolk of yesteryear nestled into their armchair to read a book and sip a hot cup of powerful barbiturates, they had no idea what Dracula was or how to kill one. He was unknown and ungodly. Nowadays, you would have to go pretty far afield to find someone who didn't know how to kill a vampire. But we want to run a gothic horror RPG in a dark age. So how do we keep those themes without our 21st century know-it-all players bringing their knowledge of these beings into the game? Well, as I see it, we have three choices. 1, we ask them nicely to pretend they don't know what a vampire is, and please look surprised when Strahd turns into a bat. 2, we pull creatures from lesser-known folklore into the spotlight, maybe reappropriating them from cultures our players are less familiar with. But let's face it, if your players are RPG nerds with a fetish for the macabre, they're probably way ahead of you. So that leaves us with option 3. We take all of those folklore elements and we reimagine them. We build a folklore that bears all the hallmarks of our macabre heritage, something that feels familiar and fits tidily into our Dark Age medieval fantasy, but is still unknowable. Now, when you follow those dark thralls bearing the mark of the Ossian moon up the crooked halls of the castle, and you find yourselves the prey of the Opiri, you will find yourself faced with questions. What does it crave? Can it be killed? Why does it hate me? What sick god would let this beast thrive on the misery of men? Stand not in the light of the Ossian moon.
Tell me, little gravedigger, how will you bury yourself?